Welcome to my channel Easy Learning. In my previous video I have explained you till question number 4 of exercise 15.1 of the chapter Introduction to Graphs. In today's session we will continue the exercise from question number 5. So if you see on the screen, question number 5 is use the table below to draw a linear graph. So what we have to do, we have to plot a linear graph for the given data. Here the years given as 2003, 2004, 2005 and 2006. The number of days a hillside city received snow in different years were this. It means in 2003 the snow received by a city were 8 days, 2004 10 days, 2005 5 days and 2006 12 days. We have to plot a linear graph for it. So what I have done, we have taken year on the x-axis, which is your horizontal axis, and I have taken number of days on y-axis, right? As I explained you in my introduction video, it is very important to write the scale. So for x-axis, if you want to write the scale, what will be your scale for x-axis? How many boxes representing 1 year? So 2 unit box is equals to 1 year, right? And if you want to write the scale for y-axis, again 2 unit box is representing how many days? 2 days. So 2 unit box is representing 2 days, or you can write it as 1 unit box is equals to 1 days. That is also correct. Now in 2003 you have to mark it as 8. So this is your 2003, corresponding to 8, this is your 8. Mark this point as this. Now in 2004 you have to mark 10 days. So this is your 2004 and corresponding to 8, 10 days will be here. In 2005 the number of days are decreasing, which is 5. So between 4 and 6, right? This is your 5. So 2005, this is going to be 5 here. Then 2006 again it is increasing and the number of days going to 12. So this is your 12 here in 2006. So these are the points, right? Now you have to plot a linear graph. So what we will do, we will join all the points one by one in the same order. First 2003 to 2004, then 2004 to 2005. It is very important to join the points in the correct order. If you join from this to this point and then this point, your graph will be absolutely wrong. Then 2005 to 2006. So go in the same order when you have to join the points. So this is how we have done this question, where we were supposed to do a linear graph with the given values. This table was already given. So again I am repeating that it is important that you write the scale for the given question and do your graph work neatly. And whenever you are choosing a scale, make sure that you choose the scale according to the given values. So here I have noticed that the number of days are going till 12. So I have taken the values as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Here the gap in the years is only 1 year. So I have taken it as it is. So always be very careful while selecting the scale. Okay. Let's see next question of this exercise, which is B part of the same question, where population in thousands of men and women in village in different years given, right? So if you see the question carefully here, year 2003, 2004, 2005, this is given, and then it says the population, number of men and women given in the different years, right? So if I just draw a line here, if this is not visible, and let's mark it as x-axis here. Okay, so if this is my 2003 here, this is 2004 here, this is 2005, this is 2006, this is 2007, and I have taken year on this. So I'm just writing, now you have to see in 2003, number of men I am suppose taking with green color, and then we will do for the graph for number of women, which will follow the yellow color. So number of men in 2003 is how much? 12. So in 2003 you have to mark 12. So this is your point with green color. Now in 2004, 12.5. So this is your 2004. 12.5 will be in the middle of 12 and 13, right? This is your 12.5. So this is second point. In 2005 it goes 13. So this is your 2005. Next year it goes 13. Then in 2006 it is 13.2, 2006 13.2. So this is 2006 and this is your 13. This is 13.5, between 13 and 14. So 13.2 will be somewhere here, right? And you will get it on the graph paper exactly. Then in 2007, it is 13.5. So this is your 13.5 in 2007. Now let's join these lines. This is your first, then from here to here, and then this is your next value, and this is done. So we have represented the number of men in the following given years. Now we have to represent on the same graph, we have to represent the number of women. In 2003, how many women were there? 11.3. So let's see, 11.3 is in 2003. This is 2003 here. This is 11. This is 11.5. So I can mark 11.3 somewhere here. Then 11.9 will be very close in 2004 to 12. So here. Then you have 2005. It is same 13. So we will be having the same point here. Then in 2006, number of women is 13.6. So this is your 13 here, right? This is your 13. This is 13.5. So 13.6 will be a bit above 13.5. And then 2007, it is decreasing and coming to 12.8. So where is 12.5 here? So you can write 12.8 here. Now again, we have to join it in the same order from this to this year. Then 2004 to 2005, then 2005 to 2006, and 2006 to 2007. So this is one thing. Another thing in the graph, as I told you, it's important that we write the proper scale. So what is the scale on x-axis? I have represented two boxes with 1 year. So if you want to write the scale on x-axis, so 2-unit box is representing what? 1 year. On the y-axis, what will be the, this is the count here, 10 to 11. So 2-unit boxes is representing what? 1 only. The population is representing as 1 here. The count is representing as 1. Okay. So this is question number 5, B part. Let's move to next question, which is question number 6 of this exercise, where the graph is given. It is a time and distance graph. Time and distance graph is given, and we have to answer the questions given as: a courier person cycles from a town to a neighboring suburban area to deliver a parcel to a merchant. His distance from the town at different times is shown by. So the different times which I have taken on the x-axis, 8, 9, 10, 11 am, 12 noon, and this is the distance covered. This is the distance covered in kilometers on y-axis. On the basis of this, we have to answer the following question. What is the scale taken for the time axis? So this is x-axis is your time axis. Now, what is the scale? 1 box, 2, 3, 4. 4-unit box is representing how many hours? 8 am to 9 am means 1 hour. So what will be my answer to first part? What will be the answer? 4 units is representing 1 hour. So this is the scale taken on x-axis or time axis. B part is how much time did the person take for the travel. So we have to see the total time. Total time is from this point to this point. This is the total distance covered. Corresponding to this, the time will be 11:30, which is in the center of 11 and 12. So from 11:30 to 8 am, if you subtract, if you take the difference, how much it is going to be? 3.5 hours. So this is the time taken by the courier person to cover the total distance, right? Let's see the C part. How far is the place of the merchant from the town? It means we have to see how far is the place, means we have to see the total distance covered. So if you see the total distance covered is 22 kilometer and he has started from 0. This is your 0 position. So it means how much is the distance? 22 kilometer he has covered so far. Did the person stop on his way? Explain. So if you see, from 8 to 9 am, it's increasing. Then 9 to 10 again increasing. But from 10 to 11, if you see, it's a constant value. It means time is increasing. Corresponding to this time is how much? 10:30 am. Right? So from 10 to 10:30, there is no change in the distance. It means the person, the courier person stopped on his way. Right? So what we can write? Did the person stop on his way? Yes. At what time? At 10 to 10:30 a.m. because there is no change as he did not cover any distance. Or you can write as the distance is constant, or as the distance is constant in this duration. In this duration. So you can write either of the statement. During which period did he ride fastest? So now you will see he ride fastest means in which period he has covered the maximum distance. So this also we can see from the graph. From 8 to 9 he has covered this much distance, right? And then if you see from 9 to 10 a.m. he has covered this much distance. Then this is constant. So if you observe the graph carefully, in which time period, in which duration he has covered the maximum distance? In this duration where he has covered 10 kilometers, right? So what we can write, from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. in this duration he ride fastest. He ride fastest. Because here he has covered how much distance? From 0 to 10. 10 kilometer here he has covered. If you see here 16 and 10. So 6 kilometer. Here no distance because it is constant. Now here it is 16 and this is 22. And 22 minus 16 will be how much? It will be 8 kilometer. So he has covered the maximum distance from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So this was question number 6. Let's see the last question of this exercise, which is very interesting, question number 7. So can there be a time temperature graph as follows? So in this question there are 4 different cases given, which are time and temperature graph. We have to tell which graphs are possible out of these 4 cases. And if one is not possible or 2 is not possible, we will be giving the reason for the same, why that graph is not possible. So as we know, we have studied in physics also, as the time increases, right, there is always a change in the temperature. It might increase or it might decrease. And suppose in case of water, if I say, when water reaches to its boiling point, right, what happens? Even if you increase the time, what will happen to the temperature? Temperature will be constant because water has already reached to its boiling point. So with the increasing time, once the water has reached to the boiling point, the graph will be flattened. So what it can be, if I take time here and I take temperature here. So when I am increasing the time, the temperature might increase. But if the water reaches to its boiling point, even with the increasing time, you will get a flat graph. There will be no change in the temperature, right? So we have to study these 4 graphs. So is this graph, if you see, can there be a time temperature graph? Yes, because what is happening in this graph? As time is increasing, temperature is also increasing. So this graph is possible. Now here, is this graph possible? This graph is also possible because what is happening? As time is increasing, the temperature is decreasing, right? So there is a change in the temperature with the increasing time. Now if I come on the third case, if you see, there is a constant time here and there is a rapid change in the temperature which is continuously increasing. So at a certain time, it is not possible that the temperature is rapidly increasing. So we can say that this is not possible. And why it is not possible? As the temperature is rapidly increasing and increasing, what's wrong in it? Because it is increasing on same time, which is not possible, right? Now here in this case, if I just explained you that the temperature can be constant after a certain time, right? So what is happening in this graph? This is the same thing, as the time is increasing but the temperature is constant. So yes, this is possible because as time is increasing but temperature has reached to its the constant temperature, as we know in the boiling temperature of the water also. So this is how in these 4 cases third graph is not possible, because on a certain time the temperature cannot increase rapidly. So this case is only not possible. So this was exercise 1, 15.1 of this chapter. Please see my next video for next exercise. Till then, bye bye. Take care everyone.